Good morning. Yeah, ginger has a ton of different benefits. In Ayurvedic medicine, the oldest form of medicine, it's known as a universal remedy. So one of the main benefits of ginger is that it's anti-inflammatory. So as opposed to aspirin and ibuprofen, it helps to bring down levels of inflammation. For people who have asthma, typically what happens is they get a lot of inflammation in their lungs, and so it makes them harder for them to breathe. And so that alone helps to bring down inflammation. And if they're combining it with medication and studies, it makes sense that it would help. Also, ginger is known to have a blood diluting effect. And so it's going to make medications that are in your system more potent, which could be potentially good, which could be bad if you're taking blood thinners, because then it could make those a little too potent. But for something like asthma, that's not going to have that, the asthma medications, that's not going to have the blood thinning effects. It could have it and make it more potent.
So this right here is
This is a ginger root, yes. So
it's
a lot of people have never seen ginger root before, but it's actually the root of a plant, and it has a ton of different antioxidants in it, and those are the things that really, some of them are called gingerols, and that's where a lot of the benefits come from the blood diluting effects to the anti-inflammatory effects, and all the other nausea. You know, for pregnancy, women do very well with ginger and seasickness and that sort of stuff. So
it's very, very interesting.
A ton of different benefits, but yeah, it can help with many different things.
So for those listening and are interested in adding ginger to their diet or even as a supplement, what do you suggest?
Yeah, so the best thing is just getting pure ginger. In the next segment, we're going to break it down. We're going to give you a lot of different examples on how to incorporate it, but using real ginger, I love throwing it into the tea.
I can go out and buy a ginger root?
Yep, any store should have these. If you go to the produce section, you'll see them, and then what you do is you just cut off a little piece, and then when you cut it off, it'll have the fresh ginger in there. You can throw it right in your tea or right in your water, and it'll give it a lot of that flavor.
So how do you throw it in there? You just throw this whole
you
thing?
You could peel the skin off, and then you just chop it up, and I'll actually chop some up for you, and I'll show you. We can throw it in water, and you can taste it.
Wow. So if people don't want to go the root way, there are other ways?
There's lots of different ways. Yeah, there's supplement forms, there's the powder, and there's actually a lot of seasonal type allergy things. So there's ginger in this one, and it's for seasonal allergies, it's for asthma and all that sort of stuff too.
We'll have a lot more questions for you, Dr. Dan, on the inflammatory.
That's one of the main issues. They know that ginger is very good at reducing inflammation, and that really helps with asthma. Also, it has the blood thinning effect, which can magnify a medication. So I'm sure that's probably some sort of correlation with what they found in the research. And so we talked about that in the first segment. This segment, we're talking about how to get ginger into your diet. It works not just for asthma, but if you have aches and pains, if you have nausea, it's really something that's been around forever. So one of my absolute favorite ways is juicing. Throwing just a chunk of ginger. You don't need a whole big, so if you just took one part of this ginger here and you threw it in there, that would make a little bit of juice, and then throw in all the other, the celery and whatever else that you want in there. Another way is to make tea and throw just a piece of it. So I chopped up this ginger root, and you can smell it.
Oh yeah.
It's actually pretty potent, and it's kind of juicy in the middle. So you throw it right in the water. You don't need to eat it, but the ginger, even for your water, you can throw that in there with some lemon, and that'll give it good flavor in there. That's a way to get some. You can obviously go and buy ginger supplements. You can use ginger as a spice. Ginger is an ultra seasonal protector, works phenomenal for allergies and a lot of seasonal issues. Even for asthma, that's a great thing as well. And then obviously cooking with it. You can use it in a ton of different meals. You can throw in the fresh ginger. What you do is just take the outside off of it, and you can grate it up. You can chop it up however you want to do it, but there's a ton of different ways you can use it.
So I'm already drinking lemon water. What are the, I guess, quick benefits of someone who's putting also ginger in their water?
Same sort of thing. I mean, the anti-inflammatory benefits. When you reduce,
do you think everyone has that problem?
Everybody has too much inflammation. Yeah, period. And so by doing things like natural spices and herbs, it's a good way to help reduce the inflammation, because almost all the chronic conditions out there are correlated with too much inflammation in our diets.
Like right around our stomach area, you think?
It could be, yeah.
I'm just
could
saying.
Help with that.
Maybe that'll help.
You never know.
You never know. You can find a lot of information on Dr. Dan's website.
Yep, it's drkehres.com.
Dr.
Kehres.
There you go. Yep. You're all into this, and I love it.
Thank you.
Love the natural ways that we can help our bodies.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right, Dr. Dan, thank you so much. Let's head over to Jason.